Hello everyone, Dylan here. Happy Throwback Thursday, and here I'm with my first LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean set review for Throwback Thursday. And also why now is that since there is a new movie which either coming very soon or kinda soon, well, whenever you're watching this video, but also thought it'd be good to review it live and while on the hype for the film. And also, I'll be reviewing most of the theme until then, which for the next few Throwback Thursdays, but don't expect any of the 3 big large pirate sets because those are worth a lot secondhand, but expect it for most of the sets minus those. But yeah, but you can expect that from other YouTubers, anyways. But anyways, for that, and here I am with my first review on the Captain's Cabin and the Isle de Muerta from 2011, of course. So on the front of the back of this booklet, the only entry I have for Captain Cabin, have the LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean logo and also the Disney logo and the neat word that carried on to all of the sets of the wave. And then picture of everything in action, choking hazard, and set number 4191. And on the back, how to win on the online survey with Evil Wing Kid. Well, Evil Wing Kid, which was used on a lot of manuals. But yeah. And then ad for Lego Club, ad for the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean game from the time, ad for the Alien Conquest theme from the time, and a whole bunch of posters used on most of the set as well, which came included with most of the sets of the time, of course. And then all the pieces that come with the set, of course, and then the last building steps. So first of all, for the minifigs that come in both sets. First up, we have Captain Jack Sparrow, which, well, this whole torso and leg printing, which was used for his appearance in most of the sets. For that, but also the hair piece of it, with the wrap and dreads, which quite neat and quite useful and quite common for that. But since, of course, this theme of which was quite ahead of its time with printings and specific pieces for figs, which get used on a lot of themes afterwards as well. And then as for the face printing, which came in one of these sets, but however in the other set of which, and it comes with a little different face printing. Kind of interesting how that was, but also within the captain's cabin, which get this little compass piece or tile piece representing the compass that used in some of the movies. And then on to what's called a gunner zombie, which kind of interesting with a face printing giving kind of Nick Fury vibes, where it has the eye patch and such. But also does have a sword sheath piece, which on there, and some nice torso printing, and also not only leg printing, kind of weird for that. The last of which is a Yawman zombie. Yeoman zombie, of course. Although from first glance does have some kind of vibes close to an orc from the Lord of the Rings Hobbit lines, of course. But however, the torso printing, which looking quite good for how it is, and also not only leg printing, of course, and of course wielding both a sword and, well, kind of cutlass type sword for that, and also a musket, of course, like most classic pirate sets tend to have. And the next to which is Elizabeth, and on to the figs with Isle de Muerta is have Elizabeth Swan with the old style slope piece used for a dress like most earlier figs tended to do. But however, the printing on that and the torso of which done really good for how it is. And the hairpiece and face print of which really good for that, and the hairpiece of which really close to how it is in the movie, of course. And then next to which is Barboza, of which with the torso print, leg printing, of which looking quite good, really good, of which well captures the in-movie appearance for that, but also has the sword sheath piece but in black going on down for that. And of course wielding that and also holding a green apple piece for that. And also as for the face printing, which quite good for how it is. And of course the hat piece, which probably came on some collectible minifigs from the time, and of course has an extra spot to put a knight's plume piece on there, of course. Oh, anyways, and then also you get is Barboza again, but in skeleton form, which represented as this sequence in the Black Pearl, Curse the Black Pearl, of course. And of course, the face printing quite the same as his regular form, of course, but and also hold with the black sword sheath and also green apple again, and whereas the skeleton torso and legs just about same as from the Ninjago sets from the time, of course. And then on the back sides of all the figs, which Barboza not at all need face printing, but however, for all the rest of which do have some double-sided faces and also some slight back torso printing on all of them. But as for the minifig selection as a whole, although would have been nice in for Isle de Muerta, could have also included a skeleton Jack Sparrow, since of course Jack Sparrow also gets this in the movie, of course. But that's just me. And then as first of the builds for Captain's Cabin is this little globe piece, which comprises mostly cheese slopes and curved slope pieces, and going up to the dome pieces that we usually see with Sandy Cheeks' Aerodome and SpongeBob sets earlier, but used as a globe, and saw this again in the Ship in a Bottle set from Ideas, of course, so kind of just neat to see it here, of course. And then also get this little desk here, which is comprised of mostly some skeleton-like pieces, traditional ones, and then also a little table part, which has the map-like built tile piece for that, and also a golden cup and a torch, of course. And now onto the rest of the Captain's Cabin build, which quite small and simplistic, which of course was fair for the price point that it was. Which the whole build resting on some like brown tile pieces or traditional plate and wedge plates on the sides in dark brown, and in the whole build mostly dark brown and lightish brown and gold for that, and some white bones, of course. I have a shelf comprised of mostly tiles and also telescope pieces acting as sides for that, and also little display kind of parts, which you also get the classic bottle pieces, but with ships on them representing ships in a bottle, of course. And with what I think they also could have included is maybe while in Dead Man's chest or whatever, which have the little monkey on the top part or the side of it, since of course Jack notices that in the movie, in one of the movies, of course, and of course you can like take both of them and rest them on these two spots here. And then as for the rest of which has these clips on both sides holding the extra large bone pieces, which are mostly from the Jocko from the time, of course, and also minifig had used as a skull part for that, which you kind of see a lot for that, and also a pair of gold cone pieces for some reason, but yeah, and that's about it with Captain's Cabin. And now on to Isle de Muerta, which first part have these pre-done boat hull piece, and also with a couple oars on here, of course, and also a couple of tan tile, plates that for figs to sit on, of course, and also a cylinder piece and a dish piece on top, representing the lantern on the front part of which, and that's about it there. And now on to the main build of the Isle de Muerta, of course. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, hang on. Okay. So now this whole build up, which as you can see, quite simple for how it is. Well, since of course this was a kind of cheap price point of $20, so you can expect very little for that, of course. So now, as for one side of which, as you see, it has mostly just a large blue plate representing some of the water of this cave that they're in. And also does have, but also a few brown slope or gray slopes around it, and also a little gem piece, but in trans light blue. Nice to see that colors there, and also a gold bar piece, since this is the first year to have gold bar pieces, which did get used in a lot of sets afterwards, but in different colors for that. And also this random archway with a Hero Factory spike piece, since first year to have those pieces in. Oh wait, that was the year prior in Power Miners, of course. But just kind of randomly, but also representing some part of this cave-like structure that they were in. And then as for on one side of which have these few Technic bits representing kind of an extra ship mast for that, and also a random flag part. And the main feature is, if you notice this Technic part with the cone on it, you then which can like tap on it and have it fling to one side, of course. Let's see that. Oh, it's kind of nice for that. Then as for this other main feature right here is where you can like stand Barboza on to, and in front of this little ugly rock piece with a few slopes around it, and also this column-like cylinder part to it, and also with a few curved slopes around it with studs in gold representing a lot of treasure and gold from there, of course. And of course, the main feature is if you turn this and turns to his skeleton form, and like I said earlier, maybe also could have included Jack Sparrow in his skeleton form, so you can do the same thing. And obviously reenact the whole sequence where they fight in the cave, of course. And also what I forgot to mention is this little other side build for the Isle de Muerta, of course, which is this small build with mostly some curved plate pieces and also another gold bar piece and also the Power Miner's crystal piece, but in gold, represent a large nugget of gold, and also a few corner plate pieces there, and which a little build with a few random plates and a jumper plate on top, of course. You can like pop this off and have a bunch of coins in there representing extra gold found in this cave part, of course. Oh, whoops. Oh, hang on. And so now on to the final verdict. So overall, I think these which are really good sets, like for the time and well, at the time and now, but nowadays still kind of hold up. Like for the Isle de Muerta, like for the $20 that it was back then in 2011, which quite good for that. Like you get plenty of good stuff going on, like 4 neat minifigs and so on. Even though until the Star Wars 501st Battle Pack set, uh, had had 6 for 30 for that. Even though that's still quite good for that, and although whereas for Captain's Cabin, kind of felt like a Star Wars Battle Pack, but mostly with specific characters. So also acted as a nice mini playset for that, and of course did act as a good parts pack of uh, light brown and gold for that, and of course with a few bones mixed in, of course. And also do kind of wish Captain Jack Sparrow's compass piece could have included in other sets as well. Maybe did, but I'm not sure for that. But whatever. And also nice to get a boat hull piece in a small set for the Isle de Morta, of course. And also nice to get plenty of gold pieces. And also, and of course, this mini playset, which provides plenty of good stuff to add in, of course. But yeah. And so both sets again still quite good for the cheap price points that they were at, like $10 and $20 as well, of course. Even though they may be worth a lot more, but nowadays, but still quite good for how they are. But yeah. And so now, if any of you are would still have these sets from back in the day, well, I hope you have some good memories of them, or great memories of them. And if any of you are still looking to get these sets, or if you're able to afford any of these, then I'd say definitely get them. eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, whatever. And that's about it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.